Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm showing how to use sublimation on a mug using the Cricut Mug Press. This is such a fun and quick project. I love how you can really personalize these mugs any way you like. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribed, and let's get into the video. I'm in Silhouette Studio, and for sublimation, you don't use a cutting machine at all, so I won't be using my Cricut machine in this video. And with sublimation, instead of an SVG, you'll want to use a PNG image. I use Silhouette Studio for my sublimation images. There's other softwares that you can use. I've had a couple people ask me if I can show how to do this in Canva, and I haven't figured that out yet. I'd have to look into it. So that's one of my goals to do, is show a different software as well, so that it gives you a couple options of which ones you want to use. But Silhouette Studio has a free version, and that's all you need for sublimation. So you just download that for free onto your computer. What I'm going to do first is just upload my image into Silhouette Studio. So I'm just going to go up here to File and select Open. I'm in my downloads folder on my Mac computer. If you're on a Windows, you'll just go to your downloads as well. I downloaded this from Design Bundles. Either Design Bundles or Etsy has really good sublimation images, and all you do to search for it is I typed in Halloween sublimation image, and I can link this specific one that I'm using down below. All I'm going to do is double click on it. With these sublimation images, it pulls in really big in Silhouette Studio. But what I do is just select on the image, and it's going to go a little bit slow because this file is so big. You can see that I have it selected because you can see this little square there. But also what I'm going to do is zoom out. And you can see how big this pulls in here. It's kind of crazy. And what I do is I just grab this square and pull it in. Now I'm going to zoom back in. What you can do is just hit this button and it'll take you right back there instead of having to hit the plus zoom button over and over. I'm going to make this even smaller because this is going to be going on a mug. So I'm just going to put this to the side, and now what I'm going to do is grab a square over here, and I'm just going to select just the regular square. The mug that I'm using is one of the Cricut infusible ink mugs. You can also use sublimation mugs as well. Either one would work, but I already had some Cricut mugs, and I'm going to look at the height of my Cricut mug, and it's 3.77 inches. So I am going to take this little cursor and I'm going to pull it down, and on the left you can see the numbers there. That's what tells us how tall it is. So I'm going to try to make it 3.77, just somewhere around there. It doesn't have to be perfect. And actually I'm going to pull it a little bit wider. I'm not paying attention to the width at all though. I feel like that's pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is, whoops, like that. I'm going to grab my arrow over here, and I'm just going to drag my image so that it fits inside of this. This is kind of similar to what I do with Cricut Design Space. I'll grab a square in there too and make it the size of my blank, and then I just fit it inside the square. It makes it so much easier to figure out the sizing. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm just going to select on my square or rectangle, and I'm just going to hit delete on my keyboard. Over here on this side, I have 8.5 by 11 selected because that's the size of paper that I will be printing it off on. I might just move this up just a little bit. Okay, now I'll select print, and I'll select print again. Up here, it's coming up with my inkjet printer. I want to select my sublimation printer. I have it selected on last use setting, and I had printed 4 copies last time, so I'm going to go back down to 1. But everything else should be good. If I go to my printer settings, you can see I'm using the Premium Presentation Paper Matte. I selected high quality, and I selected mirror image. Also for my color matching, I am using Cosmo ink, and I have videos showing how I set all of this up. I can link both of those down below. I still need to make a Windows one. I made a video showing how to set up your settings in a Mac computer, and I really need to get the Windows one posted. So sorry that I have not done that yet. Now I'm just ready to click print. I'm using a sub for my sublimation paper. You'll also want to make sure you place your paper in the printer slot correctly. For my printer, I placed the side that says a sub facing the back, but it's different for all printers. You'll want the image to print on the plain side of the paper. I'll also have a link for the sublimation paper plus all the other products that I use for sublimation in my description box, so it's all in one spot. After the image prints, I take scissors and cut around my design. I don't make straight cut lines because that can cause a line to show up after it transfers on the mug, so you can see I'm kind of just going around the design with my scissors. I think this design is super fun and cute. Here's the package for the Cricut mug I'm using. Like I said earlier, you can use these or any sublimation mugs. I'm using my Cricut Mug Press for sublimation. You can also purchase a mug press. There's lots of different ones out there. I personally really love the Cricut Mug Press, but I haven't tried the others. I turn it on so it'll heat up while I'm adding my image. I clean off my mug using a lint roller. Just like infusible ink, sublimation is picky about anything on the surface, and I actually don't use rubbing alcohol like I use for vinyl. I just use the lint roller. Next, I place the image where I want it on the mug, and I add heat-resistant tape to all four sides. I recommend a tape dispenser. It makes it so much easier to add the tape. Otherwise, I feel like you need like 3 hands. This tape is Cricut brand, but you can use any heat-resistant tape. You'll also want to make sure that the sublimation paper is as flat as possible on the mug when you tape it down. Also, I bought a big roll of butcher paper off Amazon to use for sublimation. I cut out 3 squares of butcher paper that fit just over the image. You'll want to do this if you're using the infusible ink pens or sublimation with the Cricut Mug Press. It will protect the press from ink. I place all 3 pieces on top of each other and tape all 4 sides down. Now I'm ready to add my mug to the mug press. I lift the lever up and place the cup inside. I also make sure the whole image is on the heat plate. I made that mistake before and a little of the side didn't transfer. I also have my Cricut mat and butcher paper ready to set the mug on when it's done because it's extremely hot at first. You can see the blinking light. Once all the dots are lit up, it'll beep and that means it's done. It's really nice because you don't have to set any timer or heat setting for this. It automatically does it on its own, and the time it takes to finish depends on the project. Once it's done, I lift the lever up and only touch the cup handle. Then I set it on the Easy Press mat. It took around 6 minutes inside the mug press. I waited 15 minutes to remove the paper. It takes about that long for it to cool off enough to touch it. First, I remove the butcher paper, then the sublimation paper. This part is always nerve-wracking, but also I think it's exciting to see how it turned out. Look how awesome it turned out. It's super vibrant. I love all the colors in it. What I love the most about this is anything you make with the Cricut Mug Press is dishwasher and microwave safe, which is so awesome. The infusible ink on these mugs are as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I would love it if you subscribe to my channel if you are new here.